I really liked this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, very much so. Gran Torino, you said this is going to be the last movie I do as an actor, and then boom, here you are.
I've modified it a little bit. It's the last one I do as an actor and director at the
Oh,
same
okay.
time.
Okay. All right.
So, but you never know, but I just kind of figured that at a certain age, there's not that many good roles around. But every once in a while, somebody writes one that's interesting.
This was a good one. And it's a tough one, I would imagine, for you to play because you got to show all your vulnerabilities here. You're a broken down guy, essentially. You're falling apart.
Yeah.
And you really got me in that cemetery, man. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but you got to me. I mean, what was it like? What did you have to draw on to? Because you live a very full life.
You just draw on your imagination. What would be like if you've done all that? When you're as an actor, you're just always using your imagination. What would it be like if certain circumstances in your life were different than what yours are?
When you break down and cry, I mean, I said, boy, this is no Dirty Harry. I mean, that's incredible versatility.
Well, thank you. That was Dirty Harry was a long time ago.
Well, when are you going to bring him back?
I think it's best left where it is. Everybody keeps saying, "How about a Dirty Harry?" And I said, "What would he be doing? Just fly fishing out in the woods or something like that."
Well, build something around that idea
with a .44 Magnum backup or something. But certain things are done at a certain time in your life.
Yeah.
And they work that way, and there's no reason to tamper with it.
Did you ever think, out of all the moments at both the Democratic and the Republican National Conventions, that your speech would still be what everyone is talking about?
I didn't think. I don't know. You get a lot of people bugged at you.
Well, are they bugged at you? What kind of feedback did you get?
No, people loved it or hated it, and that's fine. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a reaction. Supposed to be. I just was having fun. You figure somebody's asked you to go to if somebody's dumb enough to ask me to go to a political convention and say something, they're going to have to take what they get.
Who asked you? Did Mitt ask you personally?
Yeah, I think actually he had some of his people ask him, and I like him. I think he's a good guy.
Wait a minute, Mitt Romney did not pick up the phone and call you personally?
No, but I met with
right.
him and talked with him.
Don't you think it's classy that Obama still has really nice things to say about you, though?
I don't think he really does.
Oh, he does. He's called you a legend, an icon, and he was very gracious with his comments.
Well, I think he can be very gracious when he wants to be. That's fine.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with him at all. I just have a problem with the situation we're in right now. There's nothing personal.
Yeah.
When he came in, I thought it was great. I thought the multiculturalism, multiracialism was great, all that kind of stuff. But to me, it's just about the work.
What do you think Romney will do to change things?
Hopefully, be a little more organized, a little more business-wise. And I'd like to see politicians, all of them, regardless of what party, I'd just like to see them less time on TV and more time in the office. I mean, I'd like to just see some people working. It comes a point when you got to stop the rhetoric,
right?
Stop the teleprompters and reading speeches that somebody else probably wrote, and that goes for all of them.
I was going to say that's kind of that's on both sides.
I know, both sides. I just like to see. I think unless they can do it really well, like Ronald Reagan did, or Bill Clinton, or somebody like that, they seem to get a good knack for it.
If you had to do it all over again, would you do the chair bit on stage?
I don't know. I never look backwards. It's done and it's done. Yeah. I probably would. I wouldn't be afraid of it.
Yeah.
Actually, I did a funeral for a speech for a friend of mine, and I started talking to mythical people and imitating him, and I sort of stole that from myself. But it reminds me of the days of Shelley Berman and Nichols and May and Bob Newhart, all those guys that used to do those. Phone conversations and all that sort of stuff.
I never thought of it that way. That's true. Yeah. It harkens back to that.
Well, I was influenced by those people when I was coming up. So.
Yeah. I got to ask you, Sly Stallone wants you in Expendables 3. What do you say to Sly?
He does?
He does. They would love to have you. Would you do it?
You know, I haven't had the opportunity to even see that Expendables yet. I don't. I never know what it.
Would you consider it?
I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't read any material or no. To me, I probably not. I'm probably more apt to direct something. Maybe I'll direct Expendables 3.
Thank you for watching Extra on YouTube.
And for 24/7 updates on celebrity news, subscribe to our channel here, like us on Facebook here, or follow us on Twitter here.
And if you want your voice heard, leave a comment below.
Where?
Right there.